Judge Steve Harvey is an American arbitration-based reality court comedy show hosted by Steve Harvey. The series premiered on ABC on January 4, 2022. Unlike most courtroom programming which airs in the daytime television bracket, Judge Steve Harvey airs in prime time. Also, in contrast to most courtroom programming, which typically airs a new episode for each weekday, Judge Steve Harvey takes the approach of a sitcom television schedule, airing one new episode per week. Casting for Judge Steve Harvey was conducted in September 2021 and filming for the series ran from October to November 2021. The show is produced by Den of Thieves in association with Disney-branded television. In April 2022, the series was renewed for a second season. Early life. Broderick Stephen Harvey Sr. was born on January 17, 1957, in Welch, West Virginia, and is the son of Jesse Harvey, a coal miner, and Eloise Vera. His first name is Broderick, named after actor Broderick Crawford of the TV series Highway Patrol. Harvey had a severe stuttering problem as a child, which he eventually overcame. Harvey's family moved to Cleveland, Ohio, living on East 112th Street, which was renamed Steve Harvey Way in 2015. He graduated from Glenville High School in 1974. Shortly after high school, he attended Kent State University and West Virginia University and is a member of Omega Psi Phi fraternity but never graduated. While Harvey has talked about overcoming his early life and educational obstacles, he later conceded, "It really threw my life into a downward spiral, and I regret not getting that degree." Career. Early career in comedy. Harvey has been a boxer, an auto worker, an insurance salesman, a carpet cleaner, and a mail carrier. He first performed stand-up comedy on October 8, 1985, at the Hilarities Comedy Club in Cleveland, Ohio. In the late 1980s, Harvey was homeless for 3 years. He slept in his 1976 Ford when not performing gigs that provided a hotel, and he showered at gas stations or swimming pool showers. Rich and Becky Liss helped Harvey during this time with a contract for carpet cleaning and credit at a travel agency. 1990–2009, moved to television and film. Harvey was a finalist in the second annual Johnny Walker National Comedy Search, performing on April 16, 1990, eventually leading to a long stint as host of its Showtime at the Apollo, succeeding Mark Curry in that role. His success as a stand-up comedian led to a starring role on the short-lived ABC series Me and the Boys in 1994. He would later star on the WB network show The Steve Harvey Show, which ran from 1996 to 2002. While popular, the show never achieved critical acclaim outside of the African American community. In 1997, Harvey continued his work in stand-up comedy, performing on the Kings of Comedy tour along with Cedric the Entertainer, D.L. Hewley, and Bernie Mac. The tour became the highest-grossing comedy tour in history, grossing $18 million its first year and $19 million its second. The comedy act would later be put together into a film by Spike Lee called The Original Kings of Comedy. That title was also used as the name of his comedy and variety television show, which aired on the WB network from 2003 until 2005. Harvey is the host of the Steve Harvey Morning Show, a weekday morning radio program he has hosted since 2000. It was originally syndicated through Radio 1 Incorporated from September 2000 until May 2005. As of 2019, the show is syndicated through the United States. He appeared in the 2003 movie The Fighting Temptations alongside Cuba Gooding Jr. and Beyonce Knowles. The same year he played the role of Clarence Johnson in the film Love Don't Cost a Thing. In 2004 he had roles in the films Johnson Family Vacation and You Got Served, and, in 2005, he co-starred in the movie Racing Stripes as the voice of Buzz. In 2006, Harvey released the stand-up special Steve Harvey, Don't Trip. He Ain't Through With Me Yet, directed by Leslie Small. The special was filmed at MegaFest with Harvey not using profanity during the show. Harvey hosted the Disney Dreamers Academy, a teen-focused personal and professional enrichment event that took place January 17-20, 2008, at the Walt Disney World Resort in Lake Buena Vista, Florida. Harvey released the book Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man in 2009. The book is about how men think about women and relationships. Based on the book, the 2012 film Think Like a Man is an ensemble romantic comedy depicting characters taking advice on dating from the book. The hardcover version spent 64 weeks on the New York Times bestseller list, 23 of those weeks at number 1. 2010-2016, I Family Feud / I and Other Ventures. None. 2017-present, Steve Harvey Global. Harvey united all of his businesses under Steve Harvey Global in 2017. Brands under SHG include East 112, Harvey's in-house production company that is used to develop digital content, films, and television. The company also owns the rights for international versions of Family Feud, of which an African version of the show was announced to begin in 2020. He also launched the Sand and Soul Festival in 2017. The event has been held yearly and features live music, comedy, and a question and answers session with Harvey and his wife Marjorie. He also launched Harvey Events, a special events company led by his daughter Morgan Hawthorne and son-in-law Kareem Hawthorne. It has produced events such as the Fro-Ribian Fest in Atlanta in 2018. In 2017, Harvey began hosting a New Year's Eve special from Times Square for Fox. 2 days before the broadcast, Harvey was ordained in the state of New York so he could officiate an on-air wedding between Kevin Undergaro and Maria Menounos during the special. The special was Fox's most-watched New Year's Eve broadcast to date. At the end of 2018, it was announced that Harvey would be the host of the 8th annual NFL Honors. According to Harvey, he had wanted to host the honors for a while, going as far as to say in his opening monologue, "What took y'all so long to ask me to host the show?" He returned to host the 9th annual show the following season. In 2019, Harvey announced the launch of a learning hub called Vault. He also spoke at the first Vault conference held in Los Angeles. He also invested in the takeover of HDNet along with Anthem Sports and Entertainment. In January 2022, Harvey began hosting the arbitration-based court comedy Judge Steve Harvey on ABC. On International Day of Happiness 2022, Harvey held a talk in Dubai during Expo 2020 to discuss about the relations between happiness and religion. Controversies. Politics. In August 2011, on his radio show, Harvey called Cornel West and Tavis Smiley Uncle Toms because of their criticism of President Barack Obama. Harvey later apologized for using the phrase but maintained his criticism of West and Smiley. In January 2017, Harvey was met with criticism for his decision to meet with then-President-elect Donald Trump. He defended his decision, citing that it would help spark positive changes. Racial comments about Asian men. In January 2017, Steve Harvey made jokes on Steve Harvey about Asian men, ridiculing the idea that any white or black woman would want to date one. "Excuse me, do you like Asian men?" he said. "No, thank you." He went on to add, "I don't even like Chinese food." The remarks were met with criticism from Asian Americans, including New York politicians and fresh-off-the-boat author Eddie Huang. For instance, Huang remarked about Harvey's hypocrisy in speaking about issues facing the black community while denigrating Asians. Harvey apologized on his talk show and Twitter, saying, "I offer my humblest apology for offending anyone. particularly those in the Asian community. It was not my intention, and the humor was not meant with any malice or disrespect whatsoever. However, he also earlier said, "I ain't been laughing that much over the past few days. They're kinda beating me up on the internet right now for no reason. But, you know, that's life, ain't it?" Comments about Flint water crisis. In response to a caller from Flint, Michigan, who insulted the Cleveland Cavaliers after their loss to the Golden State Warriors, Harvey, a Cavaliers fan, told the caller to go have yourself a nice glass of brown water, in reference to the city's water crisis. The joke was criticized by, among others, Mariana Copany and Flint Mayor Karen Weaver, who demanded a public apology. Harvey responded by saying, "The caller and I were talking trash about our teams and cities. Simply trash talking about sports. I made a joke directed at him, as he is from Flint, a city for which I have great affection and respect. So much so that I devoted a full hour on my daytime talk show to raising awareness for the Flint water crisis." The caller laughed, as my joke was taken in the context it was offered. Philanthropy. Harvey is the founder of the Steve and Marjorie Harvey Foundation, a philanthropic organization that provides youth outreach services. The foundation hosts a yearly camp for fatherless children and also partnered with Kent State University to provide scholarships to the school. Harvey is also a partner with Walt Disney World Resort and Essence for the Disney Dreamers Academy, a yearly workshop at Walt Disney World for 100 students. Personal life. Harvey has been married 3 times and has 7 children. From his first marriage, to Marcia Harvey, he has 2 daughters and 1 son. From his second marriage, to Mary Shackelford, Harvey has another son named Wynton. The couple divorced in November 2005. In 2011, Collin County, Texas-based 199th District Court Judge Robert Dry expressed concern about Mary Harvey spreading false information about the divorce, with the judge suggesting that she had not been left materially destitute. In June 2007, Harvey married Marjorie Bridges, who he says is responsible for making him a better man and changing his life. Marjorie Harvey is mother to 3 children, all of whom Steve adopted. Steve and Marjorie have 5 grandchildren, 3 through Jason's marriage to his wife Amanda, 1 through Morgan's marriage to her husband Kareem, and 1 through Curly's marriage to husband Ben. Through 2017, Harvey and his family divided their time between Atlanta, where his radio show was broadcast and Family Feud was recorded, and Chicago, where he hosted his talk show for NBC Universal from the company's Chicago studios, although he would host his radio show there as well. In 2018, Harvey moved his talk show, radio show, and Family Feud to Los Angeles. Harvey is a Christian and has attributed his success to his faith in God. He reports that he has followed a vegan diet for health reasons and has presented the rationale for his diet on his TV program. Written works. 2009, Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man. 2010, Straight Talk, No Chaser. 2014, Act Like a Success. 2016, Jump, Take the Leap of Faith to Achieve Your Life of Abundance. Filmography. Television. Film.